Greetings, warriors! My name's Pretty, and, let's talk about the video I just released. So, if you haven't seen, I made a fan banner. Yep, I did. If you haven't seen that, there will be a link to it in the card next to me and down below, and it's on my channel. But, I have been working on this for quite a while now, and I am so excited to finally get it out. This video is kind of just going to be me doing a deep dive on the stuff behind the banner, what inspired me, what things I wanted to do with it, and before I dive into all of that, I want to take a moment and thank all of the wonderful people that helped me make this come to life. So first, I want to thank the artists that were involved. You should see their names on the screen next to me, and I couldn't have done this without them. They were so wonderful to commission, and they were so kind, and they all did such an amazing job, and I seriously recommend that you follow all of the artists that were involved in this. And yes, I was involved in it, but we'll talk about that when we get there, okay? I want to thank also my Discord mod team. Their names are next to me. And they helped so much with just reviewing things, with helping me figure out builds and stats, with just being generally supportive of me and making sure that I felt confident and happy to do this. I mean, of course I was happy to do this, but I have been very, very anxious to get this out. But I appreciate them so incredibly much, and without them, this would have not happened at all, I promise you. And finally, I have two Fate Tubers to actually thank. So I've got Swiftsy and Promise Me One Thing to thank. Obviously, Promise Me One Thing. She voiced Phila, which, if you haven't seen that banner yet, that's a little bit of a spoiler, but she voiced Phila. She did a fantastic job with that, and she also helped me make things look a lot more professional, like all of the skills, which I can't believe that she did that. It was so incredibly kind. And Swiftsy helped me with figuring out kits of characters that I really didn't know, specifically Emmeryn, Gangrel, and Libra. So both of them deserve a huge thank you, a huge pat on the back, and I am so thankful. So with the things out of the way, I want to quickly kind of throw a prompt up for this banner. I'm a huge fan of the Adrift banner, and it makes me so sad that we never got to experience more kind of like alternate type of universes. So I chose to make a banner focused around Emmeryn. If you have not played Awakening, this is a spoiler warning, so keep that in mind. But Emmeryn dies. Big surprise, right? And I wanted to create a banner based off of a dream that she was having as she was falling to her death. And I wanted to represent that with a fate banner, and this is what happened. So that's the prompt, that's the reasoning behind it. I just wanted to make more Adrift banners because they deserve to have recognition. Now, with all that said, let's actually go into my banner, right? So here we are at my banner. Gosh, that's so weird to say. A couple things I want to mention before we go head first in. This banner is not perfect, obviously. I want to do more of these in the future, but I need serious help. I will talk about that more after I go through all of the units and stuff, but please, if you want to see more of this fan banner type of concept from me, please watch the whole thing and get to the end where I talk about the help I need. Second off, I chose to go with the old style of banners because the newer ones have a lot of fancy editing and I'm not that good yet. So hopefully seeing the old type of banner kind of brings some nostalgia. Well, let's go. Oh my goodness. It's so weird. Ah! Oh goodness me. All right, new heroes join the battle. Exalted Executioner.
When it's killer
it's Gangrel! Sorry, I cut off the voice line. But it's Gangrel, drawn by a close friend of mine, Ree Piper. I think she did a fantastic job portraying kind of like, almost like a sweet craziness to Gangrel. The reason why Gangrel is even in this banner at all is because, yes, he is the source of Emmeryn's death, and I thought it would be kind of almost like adding a sweet little nightmare into the dream that he was here, first off, that he existed and was kind of like, hey, guess what? You're dying. I'm the cause of that dying, but I'm still in your dream. Kind of a twisted sense of fun, if that makes sense. Oh, goodness. But I'm so happy that he has such a beautiful design, and it looks so good. So thank you, Piper, for drawing him.
Killed, life or death, that's when you know who you really are.
And now, into his kit. So in the future, again, I will mention more of this at the end, I want to actually commission people for sprites so that we can have sprite attack animations. Just not my budget this time around. Anywho's, let's get into his kit. So he's got the Mad Levin sword, which is new, obviously, with the exclamation point. Oh my goodness me. It grants res +3 if unit initiates combat and penalty is active on foe. Unit may make a follow-up attack before foe can counterattack. And also, if unit's res is greater than foe's res, boost damage by unit's res minus foe's res. Maximum of 15 plus damage. I just think it's a fun weapon. Because, I mean, first off, he gets the Levin sword before Robin, if this was an actual real banner, and I think that's hilarious. And I just think it seems really fun and opens up a lot of potentials for Gangrel as a unit. He has shove. If you don't know why he has shove, I'm sorry. So he's got swift impact, and he has a pure F B skill, which is a big thing. Let's read it, and then I will talk more about it. So we got Tyrant's Presence. Enables Canto 2. Inflicts speed defense res -3 on foe during combat, and if unit initiates combat, inflicts gravity on foe through its next action. And the reason behind this is, well, gravity. Think about what happens to poor Emmeryn, okay? She's falling to her death. Gravity is pushing her down. So I thought it would be kind of, I don't want to say ironic, but fun that Gangrel had some sort of gravity thing in his weapon to reflect that. I wanted him to have Canto, because Canto is insanely fun. So I kind of just, they're slapped together into a B skill for him, which should make him a pretty fun unit. And then Defense Res Menace. Overall, I think he's really strong, and I mean, obviously, like, I didn't balance things because I'm just, I'm not intelligent systems. I don't have an army of people to help me. But soon I will. Soon. You'll see. But yeah, that's Gangrel. He's great. He's very fun. Now, Hope's Guardian.
I will do anything for the future of Elise.
Okay, I just wanted to show off Promise's voice acting because I love it. Yeah, this is drawn by me. Oh gosh, I have been wanting to show off my art on the channel for a very long time, and I did that a little bit with Fjorm's Ascendant video, and I just have been wanting to do it for so long. And because before I did Fae stuff and did this channel, I did art. My entire life on the internet was art, and I just really wanted to bring that in to my channel finally. I'm not going to show all of my art, obviously. I'm not really going to even reveal the username that I go under for art, but I will show more of my art now, and yeah. So that's my art. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about Phila being in here. So Phila's here because she is tied heavily to Emmeryn, if you did not play her game, and I think it's a crime that Phila's not in the game yet. So I took it into my own hands and made Phila in the game. Or, well, a fan banner at least. I designed everybody's outfits except for duo Lissa. Everybody's outfits were designed by me. So I hope they look okay. Gosh, I'm so anxious. Okay, let's just move on to talk about her kit now, shall we? Oh, dearie dear. So, her kit. She's got an inheritable weapon. Heck yeah! So it's Idyllic Lance Plus. If unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack res +5 to unit during combat. At start of combat, heals 5 HP to unit and allies within 2 spaces. I wanted to keep the inheritable weapon sort of tied to, duo Lissa's weapon, and we'll get to that a little bit later, but I felt like res is kind of fun for Idyllic Lance because it really plays into just her being a res tank, but she is very res heavy, if you can't tell from her kit. So it makes her glacies hit so hard, and if you know me, you know I like glacies bombs. You know that. You know I like bignesses and glacies bombs. So there's that. So she has Pegasus Flight to take advantage of, her huge res, and Speed Defense Rain 3. I think it is a very interesting kit. I like, personally, in my opinion, I know people are probably like, you should have had attack defense in her Lance instead. But the reason why I did res was to play into Glacies and Pegasus Flight, and I think it creates a new kind of opportunity for flyers and, fun stuff. Maybe if there's ever another Exalted banner, you'll get an Idyllic Sword Plus that does defense. That's Phila. I want to summon her because I like Phila. Now, Exalted Witness.
Praying for safety on the
Libra! Seleniadum, I think that's how you say their username. Dude, amazing with Libra. Like, just the softness Libra has and just the flowiness of his hair and just, it looks so good. So please follow them. Please follow them. Please, please, please. Yes, unfortunately, Libra is our demote unit. The reason why is because I wanted Phila to be the exclusive 5-star, and obviously Gangrel with his loaded kit is not being a 4-star, so I apologize, Libra. But at least, he's got stuff going on, okay? He's got stuff going on. He's got stuff going on,
is
I
nothing
promise.
more than a wish that another may be sacrificed.
Alright, here's his kit. So, to match Phila's weapon, he has Idyllic Staff Plus. Grants defense res +5 to allies within 2 spaces during combat. At start of combat, heals 5 HP to unit and allies within 2 spaces. So again, buffing people and healing. And I think that's a really fun way to handle a staff, because it just creates such more opportunities to heal, and he's very much a supportive healer. Sure, he can hit, but he's definitely much focused on, I will support you to the end of the world and back. So he's got Rehabilitate Plus, Defense Res Bond 3, and Wrathful Staff. Overall, I think a good demote, in my opinion. A good demote. Alright, Future's Hope.
Let's
Duo Lissa! Oh, drawn by Kenmei. Oh my gosh, if you are not following Kenmei on YouTube and Twitter, please do, because their art is amazing and they make such great content on YouTube, and it's a shame that they don't have more subscribers. Go subscribe to them right now! And she just did so amazing. Kenmei did the design for Duo Lissa because I wanted her to And she just knocked it out of the park. Oh my gosh, they are beautiful. They look so good. I keep gushing about it. They look so good. I love everything about it. Their designs, their posing, and just, if you're not following Kenmei, do it. Do it now. Do it. Their link is below. Do it.
Do our best.
I'll lend you my strength.
Oh, I forgot to mention why I put Lissa as the front. Because, I mean, I love Crom, obviously. But, like, Lissa, it just feels cuter, you know, having Lissa being in the front and Crom being her support and trying to protect her and stuff. So, and plus, Lissa needs more alts. That's why. Now, she's got a loaded kit. I apologize if it's a little hard to read, because I had to shrink it so that it would fit on screen, because she's got a lot going on. Let's talk about her weapon now, shall we? Future's Hope. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed, defense res, +5 to unit during combat, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. At start of turn, heals 7 HP to unit and allies within 2 spaces. So, she has, like, the idyllic lance and staff, just better, because obviously it's not inheritable. I wanted her to have a loaded weapon because Lissa needs all the love, and she has a loaded weapon. Now, let's talk about her assist skill, to change fate. All of you might be wondering, but wait, that's on Legendary Crom. Wait, it mentions pair-ups. Why, oh why, does a non-legendary character have to change fate? Well, first off, no, they do not have pair-up. Second off, if you read the description, it says, if any, next to the pair-up cohort. So, I took that as, I mean, they don't have the option for pair-up, so they still can get everything. Like, if Legendary Crom can have Change Fate work for him when he doesn't have anybody paired up with him, Dualissa can have it work for her. That's why. And plus, it's fun. Come on. It would be so fun to have them have Change Fate, okay? And it would be very fitting with the banner theming. And I understand it's not the best skill, but it works, okay? So she also has Attack Res Catch 4, AR Far Trace, and Attack Res Menace. So yeah, pretty loaded. Like, I don't think you need to change much with her kit. I think you just need to slap on a special, and then there you go. But I'm so happy with them. They are so much fun, and I wish they were a unit. Okay, now let's actually talk about their duo skill. I based this duo skill off of duo. Okay, I based their skill off of duo because I feel like, I don't know, it was just kind of a good gauge of what all could be in a duo skill. So, their duo skill heals 30 HP, grants null panic, and grants defense res +6 to unit and allies within 5 rows and 5 columns centered on unit for 1 turn. I think it's a great, duo skill. Probably a little overpowered, but hey, this is a fan banner. We could be a little overpowered here. But yeah, that's their duo skill. It's pretty nice. And finally, we have Bearer of Hope,
Even a small
Emmeryn. I know typically in banners they don't show off the Tempest Trials unit, but I wanted to show off the Tempest Trials unit, so yeah, I'm just throwing her in the banner so you can see it. Emmeryn was drawn by the lovely Duck Straws, and I found them through a redesign of Niffle and Moosebelt and was like, the art style's really, really nice. I need to commission them someday, so I did. They did an amazing job with Emmeryn. Like, Emmeryn looks so soft, and just the armor looks so beautiful. And do you guys notice something? Have you noticed that all of the other units have been flyers? Except Emmeryn? do you know why? I'm sorry. I'm so proud of this. And, like, the fact that everybody's a flyer except Emmeryn is kind of comical to me. Like, she's just she's fallen fast. And the reason why Emmeryn doesn't have too much armor is because, one, she's a mage, and typically mages have less armor, and two, I wanted to keep her nice and classy, so she's got armor here, armor on her arms, and armor on her knees and foots. So, yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. They did such a good job.
An act
with
of
her.
compassion can have a tremendous impact upon the world.
All right, her kit. This was all, like, thank you, Swipsy, for this kit. Like, such a good job. So we got Martyr's Manifesto, grants speed +3 if foe initiates combat or if foe's HP is greater than 75%. At start of combat, grants attack speed +3 to unit, and if unit survives with greater than 1 HP and foe would reduce unit's HP to 0, unit survives with 1 HP. She's got Miracle in her weapon. And it's so great. It's so wonderful. It works so well with the concept of this banner and Emmeryn, you know, like surviving barely. Oh, I think it's really fun, and I could see this weapon being insanely fun to use on Emmeryn and just kind of make her in a way like a fire safe tank, because that kind of sounds fun. So she's got Reciprocal Aid and Kestrel Stance 2 and Sabotage Speed 3. Obviously, she's a Tempest Trials unit, so we had like. The skills are a little bit limited, but I think it overall creates a very fun kit for Emmeryn. And that's all of the units. Let's just give some time to this editing because, you know... And yeah, new heroes are here. Not actually here, they're a fan banner. Obviously, this fan banner is created by me, thus they're not available to summon. Libra is the 4-star, Emmeryn is the Tempest Trials reward, and, you know, this is the follow-up video, obviously, that I'm doing. But yeah, I am super, super duper happy that I made this. All right, with all of that said, I'm just gonna let this go on repeat a couple of times and just talk. So this banner was insanely fun to make. It's obviously not perfect. There's a lot of things missing. The art, nobody has like special art, damage art, attacking art. There's no sprites to do attack animations, and there was only one voice actor, and Promise did it out of the kindness of her heart. So I want to do more of these. Frankly speaking, I had an insane amount of fun making it. But I can't do this without help, I've discovered. So what's going to be happening is, if you're in my Discord, you should see a new channel in the Fake category. And it is dedicated to making these banners. I want the community to build them with me. I would like to make this a big project for everybody. So there we will be discussing the next upcoming banner that I will be working on. Just kind of starting to figure out the theming of it, what characters we want potentially, and etc. So that's that, and I want to ideally make 4 of these a year. I know it's not a lot, but these are not cheap to make. They are not, especially with me wanting to do more in the future. So if you want to support me in making more of these banners, simple, like, comment, subscribe. There's also monetary options. If you're a member, literally almost all of the funds from my memberships are going into making more of these banners, because I want to expand upon that. I want to really make a fan banner as close as I can to the actual Fae banner. It's just expensive. So if you want to support me that way, I would appreciate that as well. One-time donations work great, either through YouTube Super Chats, through my Ko-fi. But if you're unable to monetarily support this, just sharing it, talking about it, like, that will help so incredibly much. The more eyeballs I get on this, the more opportunities I will have for this to move forward in the future. If you are an artist or a voice actor or a sprite artist and you want to take part in these projects, please reach out to me on Twitter, because I would love to get people who are excited to do this into it. I mean, obviously, I think all of the artists did a fantastic job, but I would love to reach out more and have more diversity in the artists that I hire, and eventually, you know, hiring sprite artists and voice actors. But this project was so incredibly fun, and I can't wait to make more. But I just need help. I think that covers everything. So to recap, go and join the Discord, because we're discussing the next one now. If you want to keep seeing these banners happen, either support me monetarily through memberships or donations, or you can also support me by just sharing this, commenting, liking, subscribing, you know, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I had so much fun doing this, and I really hope that you guys have fun watching it. If you are a Fae-tuber, I would be floored and probably cry if you make a reaction to this banner. I would cry. And if nobody does, that's fine. If you just share it, anybody shares it, I am more than ecstatic. But yeah, that's the banner. Thank you guys so incredibly much. I am so fortunate to have you guys and to be able to share fun projects like this, and I can't wait to make more in the future. Thank you guys again. Keep fighting your battles, and I will see you guys next time. Toodaloo!